Hello, welcome. Yes, health is wealth, and I hope everyone is keeping fit and healthy. Let's consider the today's topic, lifespan. You might have heard or you might have read in ancient books, even in religious books, that people have had lifespan of over 500 years or 700 years, even up to 1000 years. It has been mentioned in ancient historic books, even in religious books, books like Bible, Torah, even in Quran it has mentioned. So what if a person have a lifespan instead of 60, 70 or 80, like 15 or 20 years? If someone is having 60 average lifespan or 70 or 80, and beyond that is really bonus. But if the lifespan generally accepted is just mere 15 to 20 years, how would you cope with it? How would you adjust your life? What would be your purpose of life, and what for your living, and all these things will come to your mind, because the shorter the lifespan, your expectancies, your thoughts will differ from the expectancy of lifespan of 60, 70. It means 60, 70 is a lot, right? Because that's what we see. 60 years of lifespan is a little huge. For that you are planning a lot in your life and adjust it, but still it is a very short life. People know that when they live it, they know it is a very short life. But if the lifespan is just mere 15 or 20 years, or even sometimes 10 years, what do you think? How will you ever cope with such lifespan? Let's have a discussion on that, or let's crack. So, do we have higher education? Do we plan anything in a long-term basis? Do we build palaces to live? What would we do in life within such a short period of time? It is hard to think, hard to manage. Would you waste your time because you don't have enough time to live? Would you plan to raise children? What could be your life plan if the life is only 15 years or 20 years merely? Is it the lifespan that makes, is it the longer lifespan that makes human being so greedy, so they accumulate everything, like that they're gonna live a life that is like thousands of years, but it is not. Still the lifespan is somewhere 80 years, but the way people behave is almost like they're gonna live forever. But would that change if the lifespan is merely 15 years? Because it is quite short, and people would definitely make different options rather than for a lifespan that has the length of 80 years. What would you do? It's really a tough thing. Really, this question really inspired me from one of the friends in the YouTube who commented in my previous video. And I'm clueless, or I am answerless actually to think about it. If the lifespan becomes shorter and shorter, what would one do? So that really propelled me to think this: the lifespan, the longer the lifespan, human being, men and women, get more greedy and they plan a lot. because they want to live safer in luxury. So, the shorter the lifespan, it may divert people from being greedy. It is more apt, or rather, it is more apt, appropriate to live like a traveler. The one who travels place to places doesn't need something very much of permanent things. So, because he knows he is gonna stay there in a very short period of time. So all this setup, all these plans of this world would change dramatically if the lifespan of a person is merely 50. So what about cruel people, evil people? There are a lot of evil things happening in this world: murdering, raping, cheating, you name it. So such people, if the lifespan is merely 15, would evil people change better, or the evilness of this world increase more and more? Thinking that we have very short lifespan, so let us live through other people's properties. So that's the thing happening within the evil people, right? Evil people are always try to use other people's things to gain the luxuries of life through others in an evil way. So what would happen to evil people? There are good people in this earth. Even the lifespan becomes shorter or longer, they may remain good. But what do you think about the evil people? Would they become better? I don't think so. It may increase their evilness towards the worse. It's a very tough point to think about a short lifespan. But if we compare the 500 years of life, and then generally in today's time, current era, 60 years, and still people live in the same way, I guess. But if it becomes 15 years, that would be a different story. Perhaps people would still live a life like they're gonna live for 1,000 years, even if the lifespan is merely 15 years. Who knows? People never gonna give up. They love their life, isn't it? They love the life, they want to live, and they can just forget the purpose of life. Let me know your opinion, perception in this regard. That is so much welcome.